Good day and welcome back to coachcric. Today we are going to be continuing with our fault finder series. We are going to be looking at the cover drive. The first fault we're looking at is where the batsman drops the back knee at the point of contact. As you can see, as this knee goes down, all the momentum in the body is in a downward motion while the hands are moving forward. This makes a disconnect between where we're trying to hit the ball and where all our energy is going. What you want is to try and keep this leg nice and straight so the body's moving in one line and that the hands move in one fluid motion through. As you can see, all the energy is going towards where the bat is going to finish. To help correct the first mistake, we're going to be looking at 3 different rolls and progress through them. The first roll is where the batsman is already set forward with back leg nice and braced, hitting pop-ups with the cover drive action, hitting nice and through, keeping the head forward and trying to remain as still as possible throughout, trying to make sure there's as little movement as possible in this to sort of isolate each body part as we go in. The second part of this drill will be a weight transfer drill, where the batter starts with his toes up on the front foot slightly forward. He's going to transfer the weight down onto the toes of the front leg, bending the front knee and then forcing the back leg to extend nice and straight, while swinging the bat through and hitting it forward and then the head transfer forward, trying to create a line from the heel to the head. For the third drill, we're going to use slow over arms, and the batter's going to have a cone where his back foot is and put a cone on the cover drive where the head needs to get over. This is going to help force the leg to be straight and make sure that the head gets forward. The thrower is going to throw, the batter is going to play a cover drive, and at the completion of the shot he's going to look down to make sure that his head is over the cone and see how consistently he can get that right. The second mistake we are going to look at is where the wrists break through the shot with a weak wrist action. This can be caused by the bottom hand being too firm on the bat and taking over the swing instead of the top hand, which causes the hands to move against the line they move in. Other problem could be that the right shoulder and the right hip are coming through a bit early, causing the hands to change the line, and then the wrists are breaking to try and keep control by hitting over the ball. But we are wasting all our power. So if we had to think of a pendulum motion, it's going to move in one line and keep all that energy there. Whereas if it breaks, you're wasting that energy. So we are going to look at a strong top wrist. From here, it's going to keep the bat in one line from the start of the swing all the way through to the top of the swing at the end. The drills that we're going to use to try and correct the second mistake where the wrist breaks through it is first we're going to throw underarms, and the batter is going to get into his position, step to the ball and then play a shot with only the top hand, trying to lead through and keep the bat going through to the top. In the stance, the batter can stand with the bat in both hands to help with the weight and help with the swing back. But once the bat is coming down, the top hand is going to be the only hand on the bat going through, making contact and trying to extend through to the top while keeping the lines good. This is good because the top hand needs to lead the bat through the driving line, and this is training your top hand to be strong and dominate the shot. The second part of this drill is going to take place with some slow overarms. The batter is going to stand without moving his feet. He's going to make sure he makes contact and extend the hands through towards where the ball is going, trying to isolate the swing itself to make sure that the hands are moving well, and then you can take this and use it in a full batting session. The third mistake we're going to be looking at is where the batter steps straight down the middle of the pitch or doesn't quite get towards the line of the ball, creating a gap between the bat and the pad. If the ball does happen to move from here, it opens up the inside edge and the inside gap, and it also opens up the outside gap. This as well, the body's energy is moving towards where the camera is now, but the hands are moving towards where cover would be. So there's a disconnect between where our energies are going. What we want is for the front foot to go towards the line of the ball, everything pointing in one line, and the hands going through the same line with the bat all the way through to the top and the end of the swing. For the third mistake, where the batter steps straight down the pitch and leaves a gap between bat and pad, we are going to do pops, but quick pops. So as soon as the batsman makes contact and is moving back to his set position, the next ball's already being popped, and the batter needs to move towards the ball all the time. This is to encourage the feet to keep moving under pressure and under fatigue, and make sure that the batter's head keeps moving in the right lines. This is going to train the body to move towards the ball as much as possible. To add an extra element to the drill, the coach can also do a scoring system and give a score out of 6 for each 6 that the batter uses, with the ideal goal of the batter hitting 6 out of 6 perfectly every time. Thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like below. Also leave a comment if there's anything that you find interesting. Hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to get our content as soon as it releases.